Hello everyone, welcome to a new crochet tutorial. Today I'd like to share this simple yet interesting and beautifully textured stitch. The pattern consists of only 2 repeating rows, making it very easy to learn and remember. It also uses just 2 stitches, single crochet and treble crochet, so it's a wonderful pattern for crocheters of all skill levels. This stitch has a different appearance on the right and wrong sides. Because of that, it isn't the best choice for reversible projects such as scarves. However, it would be perfect for cardigans, sweaters, blankets, and smaller projects like dishcloths or washcloths. In fact, I think this lovely texture is especially well suited for a dishcloth. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial and find this stitch useful for many of your future crochet projects. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give my video a like and leave me a comment below. Even something as simple as a smiley face helps support the channel by letting YouTube know that people are enjoying the video. Thank you so much for your support, and let's get started. For this stitch, you can start with any even amount of chains. To make my sample, I will start with 18 chains. Here I have 18 chains, and now I'm starting the first row. I will be crocheting into the back humps of the chains, though it's optional. I like to crochet this way so that I have a nice edge at the bottom of my crochet piece, but like I said, it's totally optional. So into the second chain from the hook, I make a single crochet. We never count the chain on the hook, we always start counting from the next one. 1, 2, this is the second chain, and here I make a single crochet. Now into the next chain, I make a treble, so yarn over twice, and again I'm working into the back humps of the chain. Here I make a treble. And now I begin to alternate. Into the next chain, I make a single crochet, and into the next one, I make a treble. And again, into the next chain, I make a single crochet, and into the next one, I make a treble. And notice how trebles kind of fold because they are so much taller than single crochets. So they come down, they kind of fold, creating these beautiful bumps. And that's basically how I'm gonna continue crocheting this first row, making a single crochet and then a treble. Again, a single crochet and then a treble. And some of my trebles actually fold to the back, but it doesn't matter at this point. In the next row, they will all fold to the front of the piece. But for now, all I'm doing in this row is just alternating, making a single crochet and a treble, a single crochet and a treble. And I'll see you at the end of the row. Here I am at the end of the row. I just work a treble. And now I finish this row by working a single crochet into the last chain. So I started this row with a single crochet and I ended it with a single crochet. I turn my work and I start the next row with 1 chain, and into the very first single crochet, I make a single crochet. The next stitch that I have over here is a treble, and it's kind of folded to this back side. So what I'm gonna work here is a front post single crochet around this treble. So I insert the hook around the treble, and that kind of brings it to this side of the work. And here I make a single crochet. So now the little bump that was on this side is actually on this side. Next stitch that I have over here is a single crochet, and into that single crochet I work a single crochet. the next stitch over here is a treble again, and around that treble I work a front post single crochet. So I insert the hook like this, and that brings the treble folding to this side of the piece, or to the front, and I make a single crochet. And that's what I'm gonna continue doing here. The next stitch is a single crochet, so I just work a regular single crochet into it, and the next stitch is a treble, so I work a front post single crochet around it. And that's how I continue crocheting. So a single crochet, and then a front post single crochet around the treble, a single crochet into the next single crochet, and then a front post single crochet around next treble, and so on. Over here, this is the last treble, and I work a front post single crochet around it, and over here that's the last single crochet, and I make a single crochet into it. So again, I started this row with a single crochet, and I ended this row with a single crochet, and now all the bumps are on this side of the piece, and this is actually going to be the right side of the crochet piece. So I turn my work and start the next row with one chain into the first single crochet. I make a single crochet, and into the next single crochet I make a treble. So yarn over twice, and I make a treble. Into the next single crochet I make a single crochet, and into the next single crochet I make a treble. That's all I'm gonna do in this row, just alternating making single crochets and trebles. So a single crochet and then a treble. Again, a single crochet and a treble. And it doesn't matter to which side the trebles are folding, because when I will be crocheting next row, when I make the front post single crochets, all the trebles will be folded to the right side. So a single crochet and a treble, a single crochet and a treble, and so on. And into the last single crochet I make a single crochet. Some of the trebles are folded to this side, others are folded to the back, but it's okay. I turn my work and I start the next row with one chain, and into the first single crochet I make a single crochet. Over here I have a treble, and around this treble I work a front post single crochet, a single crochet and a front post single crochet. Again, a single crochet and a front post single crochet, and so on. And here I finished this row, and all the bumps are on this side, and this is what the back side looks like. And again, I'll show you one more time. I start the next row with one chain. Into the first single crochet I make a single crochet. Into the next single crochet I make a treble. Into the next single crochet I make a single crochet, and into the next one I make a treble, and so on. So there are only two repeating rows in this pattern, row number 2 and row number 3.